Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Saya ucapkan selamat bulan Ramadan yang mulia kepada penonton yang berbahasa Melayu ya. Saya punya keturunan, alhamdulillah ada juga Melayu campur. So saya hari ini memulakan saya punya program YouTube dan juga TikTok dan juga favorite dan juga Facebook dalam bahasa Melayu. Kalau ada salah silap, ampunkan, datang dari saya manusia. Kalau ada kebaikan, Masya Allah, datang dari Allah Ta'ala ya. So anyway, to everyone that is sekarang saya dah buka puasa ya. I have already broken my fast here. It is 7:35 the USA Midwest Central Time. So please comment and tell me how are you all feeling. Alright. So I was telling people, okay, saya tukar bahasa sikit ya, sebab duduk sini ada penonton cakap English, ada penonton cakap Hindi, ada yang cakap Urdu, ada yang cakap Sinhala, ada yang cakap lain. So whichever language you want, insyaAllah, kalau saya tahu language tu, saya akan usahakan. So let's see who is here. Still with me. Very sorry. I told you be patient. Wow, good. Little sparrow is here. So I was telling people, we back to CC English. I was telling people, social media is great. We are all connected now, but connected to a point that we can't rest. True, Sparrow said earlier, may you rest. But to some people, rest looks like in the couch. Some look like on the floor. Some going out for a walk. Some sleeping. To a bird like sparrow, probably sitting on a branch. Probably sitting on one, when you don't have a branch in the city. I see when I wake up here in this house, Nicole will come. When I say in this apartment, when I look out, there's the cardinals. We have cardinals because I'm in the Midwest. Cardinals rest on the, thank you for the likes, Nicole. Cardinals are resting on the cables, electric cables, and that's life for them. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Good. Are you from? Nice to hear you. So the thing is, to each bird their own. Some birds, they might have only known their resting place on the wires. They are safe. They go from wire to wire, city to city, because they are city birds. So some birds only know the trees in the forest. Some birds might be hybrid. They might spend some time in the nature. They're like, I also like the city life. I'm gonna go hang out in the city a bit, sit on the cables, people watch. Because just like we bird watch, have you ever thought about it? Birds might be watching us too. Because we watch them, they actually might be more intelligent than us. They might be watching when I'm doing dishes, I got the window open. They might be checking me out from the cables. And just like peeping and seeing, oh, he's today doing laundry, he's today doing this. Have you ever thought? So in a way, angels, so much to learn from them. So when I have little sparrow here, check on me. Today little sparrow said rest. But I remembered, what does rest look like to me? Normally I'm on the couch. One call me potato, tomato, I don't mind. But today I remembered my back is hurting. I told you all, I can't stop working, thanks to America. I love it. Because some people hate it. They're like, America made me work. But there's results from the work I did in America. The result is, you can see in my surrounding. I worked hard for this result. From this tree getting it, caring for it. I'm still learning to care for the roses. By the way, anybody who's good at taking care of mini roses, I'm going to need your help, because I tried following instructions, but the mini roses are, it's not generating, so I'm still learning. It's my first plant of mini roses, but the mom's chrysanthemums are just beautiful. You all can see chrysanthemums are fresh, and the soil is also nice and damp here, so this is turning out really wonderful. But mini roses, I'll show you. Sorry for burping, because I'm a bit starving and stuff. But this is the thing, cultural difference. If I was in Asia, I wouldn't say sorry for burping, but over here I say sorry for burping, but we don't say sorry for farting in America. But in Asia, farting is an offense. No, you won't get arrested for farting, but it's considered rude. You wouldn't fart in open in Asia. So anybody visiting Asia, don't openly fart. Fart in your enclosed rooms and whatever. And so know the cultural nuances, right? I had to learn. Some of the things were odd when I first arrived here. Like the door over here we open on the other side, from the right? In Asia you open the door from this side. Just like driving. We drive this here, over there you drive there. Even the streets. But, now we know we can utilize both. So, with the internet, now you might be scrolling me, two people down might be a white person, then might be a black person, then might be a brown person, then might be a Cambodian person, then might be, whatever. So now you all know we all have different faces, but we have pretty much the same things in common. All I want to say is, how many people are you going to get to know? How many? Endless? Limitless? How many people are you going to follow? How many people are you going to engage with? What's the end goal? Because everybody you engage with, each one of you has ever said hi and stepped into my life. If I have seen you at least 2-3 times, do you know I remember you? Do you know I remember you? Not like I know you in your background, but I will remember you by your name. There is a karmic imprint that you all put upon me. When you tap the screen, when you like, when you leave a comment, I feel seen, I feel heard, so I respond. That means I care about you. So on the days that you all don't show up, I think about you. I think, what is Nicole do? Nicole and you tap the screen today, tomorrow and next week I will think, Nicole didn't show up, is Nicole okay? That's all, right? But same thing with the little sparrow. When you said rest, when you told me to rest, I wondered, was it for me or was it for you? When people type something, it goes two ways, right? So it can sometimes mean people see me, and if they see me tired, they might ask me to rest. But sometimes when we say something to our friends or even a stranger, it might be something that we project towards us, right? So little sparrow, I know you told me to rest, but I want you to rest as well. What is resting look like for little sparrow? I don't know. You tell me, what is resting for you? Because some people have big, might be a hint for myself, yes. Both ways. I'm glad you told me. Because anything that you type in the chat, it is a word of wisdom to me. It's a word of wisdom. Nothing, even if people dump some stuff, words that I don't understand, mumbo jumbo, I can use it for something. Right? I can use it for something. Just like this tree, this flower, doesn't just grow off of everything that's beautiful. Some of it is manure, waste, it comes the flower. So sometimes people dump on me and I still use it and I still grow, right? But the end result, I want to give you fragrance. Most important thing. People might dump on me, I want to be the blooming flower, not the stench. I want to be the fragrant, because that's my end goal. So until I become only fragrant, I will utilize the dump and whatever people throw at me, right? So how do we do that? How do we do that when people say endless things that we don't even understand sometimes? Certain things we never heard of, certain things we're like, wow, that's a word too. So this is one way. Every culture has this. We call it a tasbih, a rosary. Right? What is this? Before we tap the screen, this is an ancient way of a fidget spinner. This is like an ancient fidget spinner. That's what it is. Today people have fidget spinners, tap the screen. People have been told to tap until 4,000. I feel so sorry for people who are being told to tap until 10K, 3K. I'm like, dear Lord, have mercy. Why are these people telling people to tap the screen until, because I don't want to do that to anybody. For me, I leave it up to the viewer. If you are fidgety, tap the screen. But this is something that my grandmother and people across centuries have used, regardless of faith or faithless, I think. Sometimes if you are just questioning, you can grab this too. If we say Bismillah in the name of Allah, okay, this has 99. This beads, I don't know about other religion, but for it's Muslims, our beads have 99. And there's every 33 beads, there's a stop, right? So you see here, 33 here, 33 here, there's a stop, 33 here, there's a stop, 33 here, there's a stop. We call this zikir. Zikir means a chant for us, right? Zikir simply means the repetition of doing something. You can call it affirmation. Back in the day, these were ancient affirmations, right? But we say affirmations in odd numbers. In Islam, we don't use even numbers. Most of the zikr you will hear, even prayers, right? Only few prayers are even numbers, but the special prayers are always odd numbers, right? So with zikr, there's 99. 33, we say, you can say either Bismillah. What is Bismillah? Bismillah simply means in the name of Allah. Subhanallah. It's beautiful, right? Nicole, welcome back. Going in and out. Find your answers, no problem. Go in, go out, whatever makes you happy. As long as you're processing, sometimes people process and come back. It's just the way they process. My end goal is, I'll tell you. Not to keep you locked up in my life or anything, but my end goal is that you sustain your attention span to where naturally it was. Do you know what I'm saying? Naturally, any creature has an attention span of an arrow. Like, archers back in the day, near Trandal time or whatever, the discipline, the archery, they can sit still and look at one thing, the target or whatever, for hours, right? My thing is, we are all being trained 15 seconds videos, 30-second video. Remember, it used to be YouTube. I don't know if you all were born there. I used to watch YouTube videos 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, no problem. Because I have watched TV growing up, I've seen episodes, I've had the patience. Before, we didn't have a binge watch. Mind you, in my times, They were not binge watch. We didn't have cable or we didn't have DVR where you can record and watch a rerun. When I was a kid, I remember I used to watch Doraemon. I don't know, Doraemon fans are here or not. Robot Cat from the Future, comic book, okay, turned into a TV program. Japanese, beautiful story. Oh, low power, hold on. I need to charge, okay, don't worry. Let me put the charge. Hold on. I'm old school. I charge after work. Hold on. Can you see me now? Is this better? I'm like where I was, right? Okay. Same angle. Okay, good. So when I watched Doraemon, beautiful story, it only came on Saturdays at 7:30 p.m. I couldn't record it. I didn't have a phone. This was 1990 something, to 1995, 6. So me on my old TV, which had like a big box TV, it was small. Maybe it was the size of a 14 inches or 21 inches TV with a big tube in the back. 7:30 p.m. on Saturdays, I would tune in to watch Doraemon. Only one opportunity to watch Doraemon. There was no rerun, there was no rewatching it on YouTube. There was only one time to catch that episode. What did that do? Build a sense of loyalty, also build a sense of attention. Now, I couldn't watch something else in the background. I couldn't hear what my mom was saying or my teacher was saying, or I couldn't think about music class, because that time was my time to watch the cartoon. Same thing, before that I probably had music class. Only thing I did, because we were paying for music teacher, whether the teacher yelled at me or affirmed me, most of the time back in the day they never affirmed us. Until we got a award or until we really passed the test, no teacher would affirm me. And I appreciate that. I know some of you all might disagree with me, because the teaching style today is you like people first, but where's the result? We used to only like and affirm people until the work is done. After the work is done. But now people are getting advance reward, and now they're nonchalant with their work, and there's not even quality work done. Not everybody, but I'm saying. So there is something beautiful about holding back the reward and giving it in the time of production, in the time of delivery. Right? There is gratitude. One is gratitude. And one more is it pushes you to strive towards bettering yourself. Because I've always known reward comes at the end of my production. Reward comes at the end of, that's the dopamine, right? But today we are given endless dopamines. Even before we could work on something, we are being thrown 10 different lights, 10 different ideas. Where is our original idea? Because for us to have our original idea, we need to sit by ourselves in a boring space. In a boring, no dopamine, just sitting like this. Nothing, just zero. That is where you find your own strength, your own true talent. It might be inspired by something you learned, but if you're constantly going from live to live to live to... How many lives did you watch today? I'm not calling you out, but how many lives did you watch today? Think about it. And what is the effect it has on you? You reflect on it. What's the effect it has? Because everything you watch, including this life, will affect you. Now, which one do you want to watch next week? Which live do you want to watch a month from now? Which live do you want to keep watching next year? I don't know if I will continue doing my lives next year. So, I just want you all to know, whichever life you choose now will be the result of your next year. My result of this year came from how I watched and organized my time last year. It's organic for me. I didn't write everything down, but it happened because I made a difficult decision at time to let go of certain lives or certain feeds, certain videos that did not, no longer served me. Even friends. I'm not in touch with everyone. Some people ask me to hang out now. I told them I will be live streaming. Why? That is a sacrifice that I made. A calculated decision that I made. I could be outside now, hanging out with some friends like I did 10 years ago. I intentionally chose this today. Sama is here. My life is not like 10 years ago. I have a cat, she's taking a nap. Very good question. Good to chat with you. Oh, you are at work? MashaAllah, good. Work. I'm proud of you. Work. Proud of you, little sparrow. Do your work. So, I continue the live stream. Those of you who are still with me, I want you to know that our lives will look different from year to year. Who we say no to, it's okay if we say no to some people. That means we are saying yes to new opportunities. Absolutely. If it resonated, it's for you. If it didn't resonate with you, it's not for you, little sparrow. That's how you should look at things, okay? Because I'm talking in general. But I'm glad you found some answers, okay? So, may Allah bless you for working very hard, little sparrow. Find the rest in your own space, in whatever it looks like to you. Let me scratch a little bit here. So we've been on 20. So don't be afraid. A good friend of mine ran a program called Life of Yes, right? That's very American, to say yes to things. It's a very noble way of looking at things. Saying no might hurt some people, right? And I asked this friend, what is this life of yes? How many people am I going to say yes to? Do I not, like you said, little sparrow, at the end of the day, I need rest. How many customers, how many people, how many friends, how many people am I going to please? At what point in time do I say no? They said, like when you say yes to something, it means automatically you're saying no to something. That is why I didn't think of it that way. When I go walk somewhere, unless I'm live streaming, but I am in a way, unconsciously, I am saying no to walking with my, let's say, friends from 5 years ago. Because my attention goes to summer and in the path that we are taking, be it on the neighborhood, be it at the park. So in a way, When we say yes to something, we are automatically saying no to some other things. And anyone that loves you will affirm you when you say no. I know one of my greatest friends are the ones that stood by me when I said no. Some of the people that love us dearly are the ones that allow us to say no. So I want you all to know that for each one of you, let's say your boss or whoever, your friend or whatever, if all they want to hear is yes, I want you to feel comfortable enough to come to my live, my YouTube or my TikTok or whatever. Come say no to me. If 10 people are making you suffer by dragging you and saying, do this, do this, do this, come to my life, unload on the chat. I wholeheartedly accept whatever you want to unload, because at the end of the day, you are human being. Some of you don't have any other space to express yourself but in my chat, but in my life. So by all means, let me be that, what's that you find in the cornfields? The one that stands in the cornfield, scarecrow. Let me be that scarecrow. Is the scarecrow, what do you call this? You can go and talk to a scarecrow, and the scarecrow will listen. Do you know that? You can go and talk to a tree. The tree is listening. Do you know that? Like the Tin Man, Alice in Wonderland, the ones you believe, you can speak. So I am here. Anybody, unload, say anything, come, type in the chat. I will not judge you for typing in the chat. I have never, ever, ever judged someone for typing anything on my chat. Never. Because I am proud of you for typing whatever you typed in the chat. Instead of you taking it out on anyone, you came to me. You threw it in my chat. MashaAllah. Type away. Type away. Type away. Okay. Now, I'm going to end today's live, 8 o'clock. And then I'm going to chill, probably battle in a bit. With a song. Because I feel like karaoke. I'm really itching, man. Hold on. I'm going to give it a nice itch. I'm not going to hold my itches back. Okay. Yeah, for Thursday, inshallah, I'll go to my doctor because I tried everything. Hydrocortisone, the itch cream, and then I tried clotrimazole, another fungal cream. None is some kind of rash I picked up. I don't know from where. Or maybe my body is changing, maybe I'm detoxing. But I don't like the itch. So this Thursday I'm going to see my doctor. I'll get her opinion also. Maybe there's something that I can apply that won't stop the itch, because I tried everything. So far I don't have the answer, but I'll get her answer. I already did juicing. Anyway, my trust me, my food is clean. As far as I know, alhamdulillah, I eat clean. But sometimes, who knows, maybe I picked up from, I share the dryer and the washer in this building. I just moved this building a few months ago. Old machines. Who knows, I picked up something from the dryer, washer, right? We never know. So some things are communal. We wash our clothes. No choice. I can't put a new washer and dryer in my apartment. So anyway, we'll go and see I can get one of those help from my doctor or just rash, Why am I telling you this? Because all your gurus will only educate you on what you need to do, but has your guru, has your teacher ever told you the problems they have? I have backache. No, because why? They always cover that up to seem strong. No, your guru is weak. Your guru is as human as you are. Your guru, your spiritual leader, all raggedy old folks. The raggedy folks trying to act strong. Because of conditioning, they're like, I'm tough, be the wise. Kind of like the turtle in that, what is that movie? What is that wise turtle? Kung Fu Panda. That turtle lived up to 100 years. Holy, that, I won't say the word holy, their back must be hurting. God knows what journeys that turtle took. But always like this. No, get some medicine, turtle. And that's why I'm sitting on the ground. Because sitting on the couch is comfortable when you are young. Right? For me, my mom always gave me insult. Say, why you sit on the floor? Why you sit on the floor? But if my fool is watching, oh my God, not now. I can't battles. I'm very sorry. We finish this talk. Sending me battles on favorite. Wait, sabr, patience. So, my mom is watching also. I feel most comfortable, mom, to sit on the floor when my back is hurting. It's very natural to me. Ask my Malay ancestors. It is very natural to me to spread out on the floor. I sleep, you all know, in this house, I sleep on the living room. I have a room and a bed there. I sleep on the living room on the floor. Why? It feels better on my back. So, to each their own. You all want to sleep on the bed, sleep. If you feel better sleeping and waking up on the bed, do so. I'm hybrid. Some days I sleep on the bed, but on the days my back are hurting, find me on the floor. Find me on the mattress, on the carpet. Carpet sleeps are best. Spit. I told you express yourself, but in America, I learned people think twice to spit. When I mean spit, like phlegm, nasal, from the throat, phlegm. We all have accumulated phlegm. Spit it out. Put it on the tissue, spit it in the toilet. Don't hold in. You have to, kind of like express means that is also expressive. Repressive energy, sometimes people that don't talk, they might cough a lot. Have you seen that? Some people, they have a lot of hidden or whatever that they can't talk, trauma or whatever, but you will see it manifest in a cough, manifest in an illness. So express it, because the more you hold it in, it will convert into more pain. That's why I come here and I rant, because whatever I carried, I let go. No problem. Alhamdulillah, right? Don't hold in. My thing is, we all just shine for a small while here on the sky, on earth. So, even the star is shining. Because what? At one point, it will burn out. So that's our job. Expressive. Alright, last song. So this is a song about, you listen, you find the own meaning. I'm not going to translate. actually because of monetization. Who cares about monetization? Play it. Who is this? Hello, Master Plan. Master, welcome, welcome. Sampaikanlah salam cintaku padanya, walaupun sengsara namun aku masih sayang, kerana cintaku mewangi dan harum, walau tercampak di mana jua. Andai ku tiada, andai ku pejam mata, biar ku abadi cinta yang setia ini. Biarpun kau jauh, sambutlah salamku, kerana aku masih menyayangi. Tidak pernah ku membenci dirimu. Sampaikanlah salam cintaku padanya, walaupun terluka namun aku merindu, kerana cintaku tiada akhirnya, walaupun engkau telah menghancurkan. Andai ku tiada, andai ku pejam mata, biar ku abadi cinta yang setia ini. Biarpun kau jauh, sambutlah salamku, kerana aku masih menyayangi. Tidak pernah ku membenci dirimu. Salam cintaku padanya, walaupun sengsara namun aku masih sayang, kerana cintaku mewangi dan harum, walau tercampak di mana jua. Di mana jua. Beautiful song. When I was a kid, I heard that song in Malaysia. It was a hit, actually, one of the greatest hits from Alley Cats. But I will kind of give you my own interpretation about it. Now that I am much older and I can understand, and I've also gone through different, phases and different cycles of love and aging. It's a beautiful song, actually, written beautifully. It says, "Send my love." Salam. Salam is from the root word shalom, peace, right? Salam. So, send the peace of my love towards them. Even though I am hurt, I still miss you, because my love, there is no ending. Even though you destroyed me, right? So I'm going word for word. Sampaikanlah salam cintaku padanya. Send the peace of my love towards them, her, she, him, whoever you want to fill in that. But for me, it would be her, because someone I loved was her, right? Even though I am hurt, I still miss you. because my love has no ending, even though you have hancur me, you have destroyed me. Right? So we know in love, one of the greatest lovers, they love until the person they love hurt them and leave them destroyed, but they still love them. Kind of like puppy love, right? Saba, even if you hurt a pup or whatever, they will still love you. So I am also like that. Somebody hurt me, my love towards them never changed because I love them. I didn't expect them to hurt me, but that is the depth of loving somebody, right? I'm going with the lyrics here, okay? Send the peace of my love, Sampaikanlah, Salam, Cintaku. Send the peace of my love towards them. Even though I am suffering, I still love. Because my love is fragrant and everlasting. Mewangi dan harum. And like the flower, even though I am thrown anywhere. So look at the beautiful poet. Okay? They say, if this is my love, the flower, I told you, no matter what, we want to bloom and be the flower. Somebody, I came to their life to be a flower. I came to their life to love them. What does the flower do? Flower only comes for a short time to love, bring fragrance, to bring brightness, to bring fragrance, to bring prosperity, all the positivity, right? But they destroyed me, they stepped on me or they threw me to the side. But I did my job, which is I came to love them. How they treated me was their thing, but my job was to bloom and bring that fragrance. So they say, even if you treated me that way, I did not fail to be the flower that I am. This is the analogy for any one of us who just want to bloom and do good and just bring love and peace on earth. They might try to taint our fragrance, they might try to taint our existence, but all we can do is bloom and be our authentic self. And if we get destroyed in the process, Allah knows best. Allah knows best, right? Because I trust in Allah. If I do good, because sometimes good people ask this. Ever since I was a kid, I think many people ask me that. I do so much good to the world, but why doesn't good happen to me? Did you all ever occur to you? One of the most pious, have you ever seen, even in your life, the most generous, the most pious, the most kind, the most loving people are the poorest of the poor. The most greedy, the most egoistic, the most reasonless are the richest of the richest. Why? That's in our perspective. But if you ask me who is poor, poverty to me is measured in a different way, not in a wealth scale. Right? Poverty to me is not on a wealthy scale, it's a monetary scale. No, monetary scale only came recently with the modernization of the world. So the one who we call poor are actually the richest ones in Allah's terms. Because the one who is poor in monetary but has a lot of generosity to give, they know their life is temporary, so they give. Because they came to be a star. If the star is not, star means not star to the TV star. Star simply means star to those around you. Many of the big heroes go unsung. Unsung heroes, a lot of heroes go unsung. But same thing, just brighten those around you, fragrant those around you. So, if you have, even if you're rich, you can be beautiful. I'm saying not putting down monetary note. At the end of the day, just remember, everybody gets hurt. Alright? Everybody gets hurt. Somebody, even the richest rich, they also got screwed over by somebody. It happens. It happens. Because that's the law of nature. No one is spared from pain. Every key, it's written in the Quran, every creature shall feel pain. Every creature shall feel death. There is no running away. If we have life, death is guaranteed. There is no running away, right? So, what is this in between? Temporary. We bring fragrance. The more we can bring fragrance, goodness, we try to minimize the pain. Pain is inevitable, it's true. Pain is inevitable, but we can minimize it. We can try to enhance the joyful experiences, right? Like I could have come online today and made a different topic, but I chose this topic. Why? Because I wanted to spread this message. So some things we have choice, right? Okay. Now, the rest of the lyrics, I'm just going to go direct English reading, okay? Because I'm going to finish this off in 10, 12 minutes. If I'm no longer here, if I shut my eyes, that means if I'm no longer existing, if I close my eyes, biarku abadi. Let me abadi, how to say abadi, yeah. Beautiful word. Let me everlast, kind of like the word, okay? Let me everlast in this loyal love. Even though you are far, accept my peace, because I still love you. I have never hated you. Send my peace of my love towards them. Even though I am hurt, I still miss you. Because my love, there is no ending. Even though you have destroyed. And I put the other same thing. If I am no longer here, if I close my eyes, let me be everlasting in this love that is loyal. So this person is saying, if I pass away, if I close my eyes, if I am no longer here, remember me for an everlasting love. So kind of like this flower. This flower is only going to be here, I don't know for how long. Flowers have a very short lifespan, right? Even butterflies, did you know? Butterflies come as a cocoon, so long they spend time repressed. Because nature wants them to be a beautiful butterfly. Right? But the moment they become a butterfly, I didn't know this, they only become a butterfly for 2 weeks. All that cocooning, for 2 weeks they become a butterfly. Who sent me a balloon? MashaAllah, I got a balloon. How did I get a balloon? Who sent me the balloon? Is that a gift? What's that? So, how did that happen? Who is that? Thank you so much. Somebody on favorite sent me balloons. I never got balloons on this. Thank you, Masha. So, butterfly only 2 weeks. Is it the balloon? How is it balloon? Wait, let me see. The peace sign creating balloon. I don't know. Somehow it's peace sign sending me balloons. Masha. Then what about this? What is this? Thumbs up. What is this? Heart sign? I don't know. But this is good. Balloons are great. I love it. Good. Thank you so much. So, where was I? Lost my tail. Saw balloons like a child, inner child. Saw balloons, lost my train of thought. Alright, back to this. if I'm no longer here, if I close my eyes, let me be everlasting in my loyal love. So remember, because a flower dies, do you remember the flower because it passed away? When you think of the flower, what do you think? Dead flowers? No. None of us, when we say flower, we picture the living flowers. Have you ever thought of that? When I say the word flower, it always will look something like this, a living flower. Never will you think of a flower that is dead. So that is the life. If I pass away, some people, have you realized, some people have passed away in existence, on like physical existence, but they seem as though they have never left us. You know that. Some people might have passed away. And thank you so much. You sent me a follow. Thank you. I'll follow you at the end. Some people might have passed away. Think of your loved one. Think of a friend. Think of a celebrity. Think of someone maybe from 500, 1000, 2000 years ago. Even you all talk about Jesus, right? We talk about Muhammad or legends, Lord Buddha. Have you ever met them in person? No, none of us have met them in person. We only have heard from books, from podcasts, from our grandmothers, but we feel their presence. I know my friend CJ, he always talks about Jesus, right? I know he believes in the Father. My good friend, I'm Muslim, he's my best friend, he's Christian. Brother, wish you the best, love the conversation. Thank you so much. I bought some flowers for you to remind you. The flower, life is short, but you never remember the flower for the short life. You never remember the flower because it's dying. You always remember the flower because it's fresh and it's beautiful. All of us has an image of a flower that's blooming. None of us, I don't know, I've never thought when the first thing popped out, even when I was a kid in school, the teacher taught me to draw a bloomed flower. So you are that. You are that. The people you loved are that. They might have passed, this form led to rest, but they have bloomed. My friend, my good friend, few years younger than me, passed away last few months ago. Okay? Out of the blue, overworking. I think she overworked, but maybe she has done her work for planet Earth. Right? We sometimes speculate. We say this person overworked, this person this. That's just our perspective. Maybe that was her time. She has completed her work and she finally laid her rest to sleep. Some people only live few years old. Some people few months. Some people come for a day and leave. Some people die in infancy. Like Lucky, my baby puppy, my first daughter, she came in the form of a dog. But for me, I adopted her, she became my daughter. When she passed away, I cried like a baby. I cried each night for at least 1 year. I have never cried like that for a breakup. I have cried for breakup, but not for a year. I have cried 1-2 nights for humans. But the fragrant she brought, the life she brought in me, without talking to me and just living her life and taking me for walks and bringing meaning to my life, I have never felt a loss like that. But now, almost alhamdulillah, 3 years later, I am processing the entire death. I am slowly, I think this is also her message also. She is telling me, remember me, for the spring, because spring was the last time we spent together. She saw spring, May 28th, she passed away, just before summer. And then summer I found exactly the first day of summer, I saw the picture of summer. Second day of summer, I went and adopted summer. So, I'm very blessed to found loyal love in the form of pups in my life. But maybe because, why am I attached to dogs? I've had cats also, but I'm very loyal to those who have touched my life through friendship, to family, to whatever. If you have ever said a word to me, follow or whatever, I'm very loyal. Maybe that's why I'm not famous, because I tend to follow back everyone that ever touched me, even with a nice word, because I cannot see myself as less than them or high than them or whatever. I always feel that connection. So I can find happiness among 5 people. I can find happiness among, hey Jerry, you're back. It's like, who's tapping on TikTok? No, I was just saying, some of us are very content with, oh, did you see these flowers? The full rerun is on YouTube if you have time. Thank you for the art. Some of us are very content with the few lives that touch us, right? One person here, one person here, one person here. Maybe somebody will watch tomorrow a rerun. But all of these souls fill me up to a good sleep. I have refreshing conversations. I learn about my limitations, my achievements. So today the achievement I have unlocked is spring. We all have unlocked it actually. I'm not alone in this. All of us are going to go into spring now. We unlocked spring 2025. That in itself is an achievement. Cannot be bought, cannot be traded. It's something to be experienced. Have you seen how much you have grown since last spring? I know I have grown substantially. It's as though I've been pushed from Mother Earth. Like this morning, somebody came to battle me. A young person. They were in school. One of the schools, young individual, right? And they came to battle me on TikTok. And the young, vibrant energy, I remember that energy because I was also, some young folks coming to our lives as a mirror to remind us, because sometimes we feel frail and whatnot. Have you ever seen your mom? When you show up, her energy is different. When your dad shows up or an aunt shows up, their energy is different. Why? Because when you show up, you're their child. That energy comes to your mother. It's almost like, I know it sounds like possessed, but it's like that is the star. It's like you are here, like you're the lamp. You bring that energy. So same thing, like Summer, when she comes to my life, my energy is different. You want to see what energy Summer brought into my life? Go watch my YouTube videos like 2, 3, 4 years ago. That is a different energy. So whoever surrounds us completely changes our energy. So this spring I brought flower into my house to remind myself that I am also need to harness this, because coming summer, these flowers will be gone. Summer we all will be nice and dandy at the beach, July 4th, this and that, barbecue. So before that we need to take spring in. Immerse yourself in the bloom, right? Immerse yourself in the bloom. Fill yourself up with flowers. Most of us, who gave me flower? Maybe my family gave me flower when I was young. But when I dated somebody, I gave them flowers. Because That's something, I ended watching Bollywood movies. In Bollywood movies, we frolic in flower fields. Have you seen? Bollywood movies, you fall in love, first thing you go, you run to the flower field and you frolic with songs. In the flower, you roll, you kind of like what dogs do. That's what we do. We roll in the flowers, we sing in the flowers, dancing, all kind of stuff. Because that's nature. Falling in love is a beautiful flowery thing. So this season, with or without a partner, go frolic in the fields. That's my assignment to all of you. This, because next spring is another whole 365 days. Some of our friends didn't make it to this spring. What is the guarantee we will make it to 226 spring? I'm just saying, not trying to scare you. But the moment you live, immerse yourself this spring, all the blessings will be to you. That's it. And inshallah you will be here for many, many springs. But don't hold yourself off thinking, 2027 spring I'll go frolic in the fields. This spring I'm going to blanket myself, sleep all spring. Sleep in the night, daytime go see this. Because my first experience of spring didn't happen to me until I had Lucky. She took me for walks, sniff this flower, that flower, this flower, that. All the neighborhood flowers she was sniffing. I'm like, what are these dogs doing, sniffing flowers? After she passed away, now process. Aryan Gurmani. Find a flower this spring and sniff. Do you know the different smells between chrysanthemum, roses, jasmine, lavender? Every flower, distinct smell. You know that? Ramadan Mubarak, yes. I have now, even in my tea, last 2 days or so, I put jasmine tea because I love the smell of jasmine. I love the taste of jasmine. It reminds, in Sri Lanka, jasmine just grows on the side, roadside. I think in Pakistan, India, you get certain trees grows in certain regions. So that smell of jasmine is ancestrally in my body. So when I have jasmine tea, when I smell jasmine products, it invokes that in me. It invites those good beings into my life and reminds me, jasmine. Same thing with rose. Yes, that memory, yes. So maybe you haven't smelled certain flowers, but your body, your DNA remembers. And you see that, you smell it, you're like, that smell tells me something, says something, heals something within me. That's why in America, I didn't know what lavender was till I got to America. I've never smelled lavender until I came here. But indeed, lavender is very relaxing. Lavender smell you cannot find, at least I didn't find it in Asia. When you sit, lavender is something else. There's a little bit of, I don't know, it's not, how do I explain lavender? There's a hint of coarseness in the lavender. I don't know, it's not distinctly sweet. It is relaxing, but there's a hint of medicinal smell in lavender. For me, when I smell lavender, I smell something medicinal. I don't know why. And very blessed. So I'm blessed. I got to experience the east flowers, and then I got to experience the western flowers. I still haven't experienced all the flowers. I'm sure in the rainforest you can get. But I know in Malaysia has the biggest flower. Have you seen the biggest flower in the world? You have to check it out. It is actually, it doesn't smell nice. Do you know that? The biggest flower in the world, actually it smells awful apparently. That's what I learned in school. Because in the middle of it, you can look it up. Well, let me see if I show you. So I'll show you. Biggest flower. It's in the rainforest. Flower in the world. Ah, there it is. This is stinking. You look it up. It's called stinking corpse lily. Even the name is called stinking corpse lily because it smells like a corpse. Rafflesia adenole. You know how I know this? Because Malaysia has it. I learnt it in school because I grew up there. What it does is in the middle of the flower, it captures. It's designed in a way to lure the smaller creatures, insects, to fall in the middle, and the middle is toxic. So it consumes the creepy, right? Creepy. Yeah, some flowers are creepy. That's why everything we have learned. That's why ancestral knowledge is very important. Because some things might look beautiful to us. If I didn't have knowledge of going to school and learning about this flower, I might have this wonderful flower, let me just go pluck it, bring it home, keep it in my window. Next morning I wake up, probably my dog is gone. You know what I'm saying? So very important. Things that we don't know, that's why we invoke the ancestral knowledge. Because our ancestors have been the scientists of the past and tried and given their life to find out what that flower did. That's why certain things the elders know better. Yes, we want to talk to them and we want to, tell them something like we don't agree. But who is sending me match? Don't, please, don't. I don't want to battle at this moment talking about flower. Later, on this new app, they keep sending me battles. I'm like, give me a moment, I'm having the conversation. So, what we can do, remix, yes. Well, to each their own, right? So, let's say, Jenny, you are well versed about this flower, right? You're in an age where you're a mother. You've seen good and bad in life. So you're in an age where you can decide on your own how you wish to see this flower. Right? Someone who has never seen this flower but goes for the first time to the rainforest with a camera might be intrigued with it. Right? Let's say me. Let's say it's me. Two versions of me. One, let's say I time travel back to when I was 16, 18 and I had the same setup. I have a YouTube channel, I have social media, and I'm bringing the best to the world, best content, and I go out there to the rainforest. I don't know what these flowers are. I'm going to find everything out by myself. I'm going to experiment everything without even looking it up. Because I have that much of an ego, I'm like, I can figure out the most, every flower is good. Come to see, I go to this flower, patas, toxic. If some things, do you know the rubber? Even cashew nuts. Do you know cashew nuts we eat? Do you know the milk of the cashew nut? If it goes into your eye, you can be blind. I learned that when I was a kid. When I was in Sri Lanka, they used to be harsh on us, right? Don't touch it, because they knew, the family knew. And then I became scared. I know the nut is fine, but I learned the milk of it can make me, yes. Certain things to be used certain ways, right? Cashew nut can be toxic if you eat have you seen some people went and bite the entire thing and beautifully their face all became swollen, and that's why certain things when we venture, let's say I go to Jamaica, right? Journey's ancestors from Jamaica. I wouldn't treat Jamaica like I treat Sri Lanka, because I will ask a Jamaican, how to assess Jamaica before I put because it's your land, right? Let's say I go there with a camera. I first will ask your locals which fruit is good to eat, which is poisonous, which is stay away from, which street to avoid, which block to avoid. Because that is better than Google, right? Google will tell me this is 5 star, this is 3 star. No. You throw me in a country, I go ask the local. I ask 3-5 locals. You know what is my 5 star? You throw me to a city village, I ask 3 to 5 people. The average of whatever they tell me is my review. Not Google. Very sorry, I'm old school. you tell me anything because Google will put out nice, not questioning Google's intelligence. But someone can be in Europe writing that review. But the locals in Jamaica are the locals in Jamaica. They are not in Europe, right? Review can be written anywhere. I can write a review saying I'm in your village. I've never been to your village. But if I actually go to your village and speak to someone who has lived there at least 5 years, that is a known knowledge. That is a lived experience. That's the difference between lived experience and a review. So that's why this flower really dangerous for insects, the big insects, the big flower, the stinking corpse. So whichever flower you pick, go with the known flowers, at least average it out. And if you fall in love with a stinking corpse lily, learn to live like a corpse, okay? Because one day because there are beautiful things in nature that can be destructive. It's just not that they hate you, whatever. It's just the way nature intended certain things to exist. It does what it needs to do for the rainforest. Rainforest is a very, out of all the jungles, rainforests are very scary, I'll tell you. You get leeches, you get pythons. Have you seen the movie? What is that movie where Harry Potter boy, what's his name? Daniel Radcliffe, he gets lost in the rainforest. I think it's out of a true story. Many of his friends pass away. He makes it out in the end. Have you seen it? It's on Netflix or something. I think Amazon or something it's called. Yeah, you gotta check it out. They all get lost in the rainforest, or somehow they went on an expedition. It's a true story, right? Pass away because of natural, this occurs, that occurs, because they try to treat it as a hitchhiking. It is not hitchhiking in the rainforest. It itself is a different world. Rainforest you go, I know in Malaysia, we don't go into jungle. I'm telling you this. I'm sure your ancestors in Jamaica do this too. In Africa, they're very good at this, okay? We don't, even in Malaysia, in Indonesia, when we step into the forest, we are not saying Salamu Alaikum to the people. There's no people there. But we know there is jinns there. We know there's guardians of the rainforest. Before we step foot, we say to the guardian, I have come to your rainforest. I'm going to go pass through your rainforest. Please provide me protection, and I will do no harm to your creatures. So we say that. That's called an intention. Have you ever done that? Because when we go here even to natural park, when I even go to the lake here, before I step foot, in my heart, I always say, I'm going to the lake. I don't say it out loud. I set my intent. I say, I'm going to the lake to be in this space. I seek permission. Not the city, not the state, not the whatever. This is directly from Allah. We are asking from nature, because every space has an invisible guardian that has been set to guard that place. For centuries, the people might change, the law and order might change, but there is an entity, something that the naked eye can't see. Dogs might be able to see, right? In Islam, we are told to believe in the things that are seen and unseen. Some things we can't see, but our dogs might see. Some things we can't see, but bats might see. So when we go into a space, kind of like when we ask human for consent, right? When we step into especially powerful like places like this, when you go to your village in your home country, you will have access, especially if you're local. Especially if your blood is local, you go and you treat it like you don't care, there will be repercussions. Because they remember your ancestry. They want you to remember your local place. So if I go to Sri Lanka, when I go to the mountain, I seek permission before I step foot. With your cat, yes. I seek permission. Before I went to Siripada, I told my family whatever, but then when I stepped foot in that city, I set clear boundaries. I said, I am starting the hike. Goal is the top. Make my journey easy. Make it, something that will benefit me. And I told them I will experience it and I will leave something good in return. So my job was on the journey to the top of the mountain, feed the monkey there if I carried extra sandwich, talk to the people who were taking the same hike with me, treat them with kindness. So there was a job for me to do during that hike. I couldn't ignore the people and go, I just want to go to the top. Hey, bye, see you. No. There was a job for me to do along the way. Because each one of those people is as though they were there to, one, make sure that I get to the top safely. Two, to make sure that I felt comfort in that journey. They were supporting me. It's as though when you play video game, right? Why is he keep sending me the battle? This guy came to this app earlier, this new app, favorite. He stubbed his toe. He just got the surgery today. I said, feel better, see you tomorrow. He's still on the battle, nudging me. You know what? If someone is nudging you non-stop, a lot of time they are in pain. But is it my job to pick up his battle now? I already gave him the answer. Go to sleep. Tomorrow I will talk to you. Yes, thank you for the answer. So a lot of people, now that you're on social media too, Journey, when you go on live, right, because you're a good host. That's why I told you to go live, and I saw you live. You're doing really well. And your mother, you will know how to handle. But you will get people like this. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just in immense pain. So he does not know how to channel his pain. You and I, if we are in pain, we don't go to social media and cry because you have babies, I have a dog, I have family. We already know people don't need our pain on social media. But the moment I picked up his first call, I've never met him before. First call I picked up, he showed me his story. I stopped that's his inner child. So I had compassion on him. Because no grown man would show a stranger on cam his stubbed toe and say, I just had the. So I had compassion for him. I said, I let him speak for the few minutes. Then I asked him what happened. He told me something just for me to be honest. Between you and I've had worse surgeries. Not to minimize his toe, but I'm sure your grandmother and because we are person of color, can withstand immense amount of pain and still function. No, I'm telling you. He's a white boy. But did I tell him that? No, I didn't tell him that because he was not raised in the immense pressure that you and I were raised. You and I know, like even one of my ex-girlfriend, she sat on the bar exam with crutches. She went to write the bar exam with crutches on. That's how resilient some of us are. So a stub toe, Alhamdulillah, we can still go to work. But he's going with gifts on that battle. Fine. So to get gifts, he's showing the stub toe. But I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking you're a grown man. No need to show a stub toe or a gift. Show something that I can, be impressed about. You get what I'm saying? Yes. So he's inner child, but I don't need to pick up his call again today. Because I did it. Because this is my moment. You understand, Jerry? You will have your moment on your life as well. Alright? Remember this. As I am telling you, this is like an oath I'm telling you. On your life, when you are raising up, because you have that, you will bloom, you have that power is coming to you as well. When you are moving up, some will come and nudge you, send you invites, inbox you, and demand your attention. In that moment, make that decision. Is this attention to break me or make me? In an instant, you must know, is this going to make me or break me? If it's going to break you, eliminate, don't pick up. Because I'm not his mom, I'm not his dad. I already told him, go to the ER. Calling me, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. Because he knows the answer. He knows if he goes to the ER, he's not going to get entertained with gifts. Patas, the nurse doesn't want to see him. Maybe the stub toe, they've got people shot in the back. Nobody, to be honest, if you're a nurse working graveyard shift in New York, he's from New York ER, do you want returning clients with a stub toe, or do you want to attend someone shot freaking on Fifth Avenue? So, right? I'm just saying, right? If I had a stub toe, one, I would shut up about it, medicate it, give it 5 days to heal before showing it to people, because I didn't come on live to see stub toe. There's so many, that's why I brought this flower out. I'm like, what am I seeing online today? Somebody's stub toe. I didn't ask for it. There was zero pain. Yes, in the scale, in Sri Lanka, when you go to Jamaica, you go to the hospital, I don't know how it. In Sri Lanka, when I went to school and we were fever, go to the doctor. Doctor didn't have no smiley face and asked me in the scale of 1 to 10 how you feel. Doctor just look at my face, write the prescription, go. 3 to 5 days, 7 days, fine. And if you can, go to school tomorrow. Just looking at the doctor, I healed. You know what I'm saying? Because I never wanted to see that doctor. Because some things inner child will exaggerate. Right? Some things. I'm not saying if you have a freaking, by no means minimizing, but in America, sometimes we say, even a fart becomes an issue. I will tell you. Even a fart becomes an issue in this country. A tweet becomes an issue. Yes. Somebody farted, they tweet, I just farted. 200 likes, 2 million likes. For real. So he knows. Sometimes there's 2 things you have to understand. I'm not saying he's my enemy, but if I gave him attention now, I'm taking away attention from Jerry, who has come to give me positive energy. Tending to him, I'm going to mom and dad him. No time to mom and dad. Step up to the game, fix your stuff, see you in 5 days, come to the battle. Simple. It was enough, no? Yeah. So do you see what I'm saying? Some flowers bring us fragrance. Some flowers bring us corpse and stench. So whichever flower comes to your life, quickly with your senses, you must know what fragrance is this bringing, what does these words imply, what energy does this bring. You have it because your ancestors sense that. I have it. You and I can see through things. Have you ever seen that? You can never bullshit a black person. Do you know that? You can never fool a black person. You can never. They will tell you as it is. All my friends, like if I want to know what's happening with me, I just go to CJ. He's my friend. He knows. No need to say a word. He sees my face. That's it. Sometimes I just see, sometimes he also has anything. He just comes, sees me. Okay, I'll go now. Because he knows, he doesn't even want to hear what I want to say. Because we don't sugarcoat anything. Because we were not raised sugar-coated. We were told as it is. In this society, in the Western society, to coexist, in a way it has certain things. I can't yell at him. Because my initial thing was like something else, not to affirm him, but I had a compare because I had to think, okay, he was not born in Sri Lanka, he didn't have the luxury of going through my journey, so I need to be a little more compassionate. Okay, inner child crying, stop too. Alright. So I said, see you tomorrow, go heal. Worst case, go to ER. I already gave him so many options. No need to sit here and battle me, No need to sit here and battle me. So anyway, what was I saying? Yes, quickly we have to pick up. These I'm giving you small hints on how to move on live. When you go on live, you have 10, 20, because you're a woman. Women carry so much more aura than men in lives, because that's how nature intended. Do you know? The bumblebee, we call it bambara. Bumblebee comes to the flower. Flower does not go to the bumblebee. So when we read Sri Lankan poetry, Sri Lankan songs, English, we always say one Malaka Bambarik, so say they say the bumblebee will come to the flower. So it's in a way the suitors will come to you, right? So in a way women have a lot more. Who else is sending energy? Somebody else. Later, now cannot. So they will send so much, but you, flower, exist, give your fragrance, right? So in your life, that's why I don't stay in your life much, because your life is growing. Your job is to just do. Sometimes I know you knew. Me, I struggled to first 2-3 years, everything. Sometimes you will hurt. Sometimes you will be like, what the hell, I didn't even mean that. Why does this person type that? It's not for you. Sometimes if it's triggering and they are saying hurtful things, remember, read the comments. That quickly you gotta, in a moment, 1-2 seconds, you have to catch a comment or person that resonates with you. Just talk to them. Right? Because you will have like 10 people coming, 1 or 2 will be trying to mentally get you. 1, you will have 20 people in your life. 1, 2, 3, you think everybody that come into your life want you to grow? No, dear. No. Some are coming to challenge. So 1 or 2, when they come to challenge, you have to quickly remember, even if your friend is not there, let's say, I'm not there. Remember me and talk as though you're talking to me. Even if your grandmother's not there, remember, whoever your grandfather's not there, remember your grandfather, talk as though you're talking to your grandfather. Because even your bestest of friend sometimes will act erratically. In that moment, you should not become erratic. You get what I'm saying? Have you seen moments when people who are so solid suddenly gone bonkers? And you're like, what the hell, should I join that energy? No, don't. Don't join that energy. If the people you are like, don't be like, I'm with you, you're going to hell, I'll also come with you. No need. If they are going to hell, you don't have to join the journey just because you love them. You can bring them to their senses and be like, come, what happened? What happened? This is not you. You have to tell them, this is not you. What happened? Snap out of it. That's why we say snap out of it. Yeah, you will see even in that was me past few weeks going through grief. Yes, going through grief is not easy. You will go through different motions. Sometimes you will show your emotion online, no problem. If you do, find people who you align with in that moment. And it's normal, no problem. I've also had some moments. Now I'm better. When I started my TikTok, I was angry. If you came to my TikTok live, that's why some of these people don't come to my live. Because I'm very blunt. Right? I'm blunt. I'm lovey-dovey, but I am blunt because my teachers, my instructors, I went to aviation, right? My field is aviation. I had to fly a plane. There was no lovey-doveyness about learning how to fly a plane. You learn, you land safely, you bring the people down safely. There was a huge responsibility. Alertness. So my instructors didn't, beautiful ladder, come sit, learn how to learn, this is left, this is, no. 30 minutes, we're going to land today, we're going to do a lot. Full serious. So it's ingrained in me. Yeah. I don't know how it is now, but I became a commercial, I learned my license at the age of, first license at age 19, second one, I completed everything age 23. Then I took a different path in life. But those teachings from Captain C.T., Captain Ramesh, Captain Suranga, these are all, for me they are my gurus. They train me to be the man that I am, and I'm ever grateful. Because they carry knowledge, there are certain things to do something. Emergency procedures. So I could have never walked up to them. I had a toothache once. I think I remember. I had a toothache once. It wasn't, now looking back, it wasn't that bad. But I think because that day was a very difficult, hi Mohsen, welcome. That day was a very difficult task coming up. You know how when we are young, when our examinations come, our evaluations come, our body brings out repressed emotions, right? So I didn't know then. I had a toothache. Nothing. I didn't have to go to the, but it was really aching. Okay. I didn't go to training that day. The next day I came. I said I didn't come, sir, because we call sir. We don't call by name. I didn't come, sir. I had a toothache. He looked at me and it's like. He just nodded, he gave a smile, he's like, okay, toothache, He kind of called me out in a way, but I didn't understand then, because it felt very real to me in that moment. But now that I'm looking back, in a way your instructors challenge you, So I wouldn't have completed my training and my education. So today looking back, I miss those instructors. Because I can't find them anywhere. Not on the internet, I can't find. They are highly ingrained in me as teachers, And I'm ever grateful. So if I look angry, if I push you, That is me. I am here to push you. You cannot make me not push you. Because if I see potentials in you, I am the angel that I will only affirm you when you do your work. Some people affirm you and gift you before you do your work. I cannot do that. When I see you do that work, your best work, and I can see it in your face that you gave your best. Kind of like when you work out, when you have a personal trainer. I had a personal trainer before COVID, right? She knows the limit, how much she can push me. She has mom and she has a few instructors, like men working under her. She's a lady. You can look up. She's no longer here. Small training, crew strength and fitness here in Chicago. The mother, she's a coach for soccer, young high schoolers. She opened up a personal training space, and she had different men working, younger men working as coaches. So I got paired up with one of the guys, but some days she comes to train people. She can look at our face and tell us if we have sweat enough or not. Some days I'm like, I only have this much. I cannot do another lap. Like, no. One more you can do. And I didn't know until that lap was done. I'm like, I've never done that before. How did I even do that lap? Sometimes we think we have pushed our limits, but our guide sometimes by looking at our experts. These are experts, not just regular person. One can't do that. These are experts. They've seen it. You are capable, and yeah, same thing. So I didn't know my capability until those captains pushed me when I was younger. So some of us have our masters, teachers, and great leaders. So that's the beauty of meeting all of you from all around the world, right? Some teachers affirm. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need loving, tenderness, care. But some of us will frail and fail and fall if we were just given affirmation, beauty, lovely, cutie. How are you going to grow? I'm just saying, some of us need challenge. Some of us only thrive through challenge. For instance, I don't know about you. You can't affirm me all the way to success because I wouldn't know what is this even mean. Like you're just going to lay a red carpet all the way there? No. Bear Grylls? Bear Grylls, right? Look at Bear Grylls. People like that. That is our path. Some people love that. There even, David Goggins, right? David Goggins, people like that. I think even if you take Oprah, even Michelle, you look at Michelle Obama's face, you look like she gets affirmed every day. I can see from her face. He's not, he doesn't. Some of us need fuel in the fire. We only flame when we get fuel in them. Sometimes when people, I feel so like lazy, I'm on the floor. Somebody say 1, 2, somebody come on live. Yes, somebody come on live and they say some mean things. I'm like, fuel. Like, tell me more, Sometimes I think people might laugh when they come to my live and they try to invoke me, provoke me. I'm like, this sounds familiar. Tell me more. What is it? Because some of us have been thrown filth so much that we just bloom in that. So if you're being thrown filth, this coming, I don't know, nowadays people don't throw filth, man. They just throw lovely words, and I have to sit and wonder, are they telling me the truth? Are they sugarcoating it? if it is as it is, tell people to tell as it is. Because it pushes us. Okay? Like I get pushed if I hear challenge. Like I thrive. Then simple as that. But we'll do a little bit of affirmation here and there once in a while. Okay. Always nice to have journey. We did mostly make it to the is he still here? Pratima Ibrahim, welcome. Oh, what time is it? 9:50. Okay, I'm gonna call it a night. So bloom and see you soon. Simple as that. Don't forget. Yeah, so I hope you got the idea. Every flower brings a fragrance. Some flowers bring the stench. And learn from your ancestors. Listen to your instinct. Instinct very important. Sometimes if you can smell something, by looking at it, instinct says something. You ever had that feeling, gut feeling? Go with it. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes gut feeling can be very accurate. Sometimes. So, enjoy your journey. 1 hour 45 minutes. End life. Bye. End life.